Being here feels beshert, meant to be, in so many ways. I recall sitting with my rabbinic mentor during my 4th year of rabbinical school as we found ourselves in a lull in our conversation. I leaned over to her and asked, "Where do you think I'll land after ordination?" A question that's been on my mind since before even beginning rabbinical school. Now, I'm not saying she had a crystal ball, but without hesitation, she replied, "I so see you in Miami." Now, keep in mind, this meeting took place in the dead of winter in New York City, so it's freezing outside. I was smiling so hard from that answer, just thinking about how tan and warm I could possibly be, and also from the fact that someone in the field believed in me enough to imagine me successfully serving a congregation. I kept that moment tucked away in my brain as I entered into placement, and well, we can all see how that ended up. In all seriousness, I am so beyond excited to begin my career here, where it feels safe to explore my rabbinate and grow and learn from the amazing team TBS has here, and of course, beyond thrilled to learn with and from all of you, my new TBS family. In this week's Torah portion, Pinchas, we witness one of the most famous instances of a new leader stepping into leadership. Moses selects Joshua as his successor, teaching us that new additions to leadership have the opportunity to continue to steer and guide the community into the future. What is not shared in this portion, however, is their inner monologue. I'm going to come out right now and say it. Any change within a community is complex, with a whole spectrum of feelings from nervous to excited to everything in between, feeling in the new leader and as well in the community. Something is grounding me, though, as I step into this new role. It's the notion that Jewish leadership is not a solo performance. It's a relay where the baton is passed. It is not only being passed by those that came before, but it is also being supported and held and placed in the hands of the new leader by those participating in the relay. The new leader may not know how to grasp the baton in the beginning because it's new to them. So they look to those who they find in their community to also guide them as they find their grip of the baton. Thank you, TBS, for granting me the opportunity to share in the holding of the TBS baton and for also guiding me as I enter into this new role. So who is this newly minted rabbi who stands before you? Well, hello. My name is Rabbi Michael Mitgang, or Mikey Mitgang, and I have the absolute pleasure of being your new assistant rabbi. Let me take you back to Tuesday night as I was setting out my clothes for my first day of work, packing my lunch bag, and I reached for my computer to put it in my bag when I realized, oh no, I don't have a professional work bag. Sweating, I searched my newly unpacked apartment for something acceptable, and I decided on my massive yet sturdy URJ Camp Harlem backpack. The kind only someone who attends Camp Harlem for 13 years receives. It's a bag I cherish deeply, but if you look closely, it's old, well-used, with ripped pockets and ancient 2019 camp evening program outlines still crumpled somewhere in its depths. So why did I choose this bag, of all bags, for my first day? First, camp is the reason that I stand here. It's the reason I'm comfortable with every identity that I hold. It's the reason I became a rabbi. It's the reason I love being Jewish. Second, my rabbinate, at least in the beginning, will be messy. Just like my bag has holes and rips and dirt stains, I will definitely metaphorically get dirty. And I will definitely help others get dirty too. But isn't that what makes Judaism fun and exciting? It doesn't have to be neat, like a beautiful new leather crossbody bag. Jewish life can be just as beautiful when it's messy, especially when it's authentic. Rabbi Yitzchak of Berdichev and a Mitgang Lithuanian non-Orthodox styled rabbi were walking down the street together. The two rabbis were involved in conversation when they came across a simple Jew who had stopped by the side of the road. The man was greasing his wheels of his wagon. Both rabbis immediately noticed the man was wearing tefillin, objects worn by observant Jews during prayer. The Mitgang rabbi called out, "What are you doing?" he said. "Come out from under there." The simple Jew stopped greasing the wheels, stood up next to his wagon. "There are rules about how we're supposed to wear tefillin," the Mitgang rabbi said. "You have to have a clean body, a pure body, when you wear tefillin." The Mitgang rabbi was clearly upset. He continued to rant. "You're doing one of the most disgusting, grimy jobs possible, and you're wrapped in one of the most holiest objects a Jew can put on. What are you thinking? What is wrong with you?" The simple Jew felt ashamed and embarrassed, and he began to cry. "You're right, Rabbi. I know those rules. I know that I shouldn't be wearing my tefillin when I'm greasing the wheels of my wagon," he said between sobs. "I know that it's offensive. I don't know what else to say other than I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." Rabbi Levi Yitzchak could no longer contain himself. He screamed out with incredible joy, "Master of the universe, Lord of the world, look at this beautiful man, this holy Jew. See how devoted he is, how devoted all of your people of Israel are to you, even when they're greasing the wheels of their wagon. They want to be wrapped in your presence, Lord. That's how much they love you." Whether we have clean bodies or are covered in wagon wheel grease, we all have the ability to connect with God or something greater than ourselves, and most importantly, connect with one another. Something that motivated me to pursue the rabbinate was because I witnessed how my friends were avoidant of cookie-cutter Judaism. They wanted something new, something different, something that piqued their interest, and they wanted leaders who were interested in trying to convince them to believe or practice a certain way. Too often, I find people who hesitate to engage with Jewish life because it doesn't fit into their lives. Well, that's where I would like to step in. I find the challenge of bringing Judaism to the people so exciting. Helping people discover their Jewish identities, finding things that excite them about Jewish life that connect to their own interest is my kind of Judaism that I hope to lead. To me, Jewish life is not and should not be cookie cutter. Everyone should and can be part of the Jewish community in ways that feel authentic and accessible to them. Nothing in the Torah is written by accident. So when I came across a particular line in this week's Parsha, I found myself questioning it. As Joshua is chosen to be the new leader, the text tells us, "V'hemata oto lifnei Elazar hakohen v'lifnei kol ha'edah v'tzivita oto le'eneihem." Have him stand before Elazar the priest and before the whole community and commission him in their sight. Why does Joshua need to be installed as a leader publicly in front of everyone? What does it mean for him to be commissioned in their sight? I think this moment captures something special. A community coming together to carry itself into the future. Joshua cannot lead on his own. The saying, "it takes a village," is really no joke. Joshua is not meant to be a silent leader elevated in isolation. He depends on the community, and the community depends on him. His leadership isn't just placed on him privately by Moses. It's witnessed and affirmed by the people he'll lead. It begs the question, does God intend for Joshua to be a sage on the stage or a guide on the side? The answer is clear. Jewish communities thrive when leaders empower their communities to lead. Everyone's voice matters. Everyone plays a role in community. As I join this fabulous clergy team in holding the baton, I also join all of you in holding the baton as well. I need your help. Please tell me if I accidentally sit in your seat. tell you to rise when you should remain seated during tefillah, or if I rock the boat just a little too hard. Just like Rabbi Yitzchak affirmed the simple Jew, just like the community witnessing Joshua, I am leaning on all of you to guide me as well. We are all on this sacred journey together. We are all in this relay. Shabbat shalom.